Sometimes I look at the world and think, wow, things are wild out here. The news cycle never stops, our phones are constantly buzzing. So much uncertainty, so much noise, and honestly, it's easy to feel small. It's easy to just blend in, to lower our heads and hope we just get through the day. But let me take you back, way back, to a guy named Joshua. Joshua wasn't born a superstar. He didn't grow up knowing he'd lead a nation. For 40 years, he was Moses' apprentice. He was just a regular guy, standing in the shadow of greatness, watching Moses lead the Israelites out of Egypt. Always the second in command, never the one in charge. But then, the torch was passed. The responsibility landed on his shoulders. And you know what God told him, right at that moment of overwhelming transition? Be strong and courageous, not once, not twice, but over and over. God knew Joshua was afraid. That repetition wasn't a suggestion. It was a lifeline. Why? Because Joshua was about to face giants. Literal giants. Walls that seemed impossible to climb, like the infamous walls of Jericho. Cities that looked like fortresses. And underneath it all, a deep, paralyzing fear that could swallow a person whole. But he didn't back down. He didn't freeze. He moved forward, step by step, even when he was scared. His courage wasn't the absence of fear. It was the presence of faith just 1 degree stronger than his doubt. Now, you might be thinking, cool story, but that was thousands of years ago. What's it got to do with me? Well, look around. Our world is full of its own giants. The giant of anxiety that whispers lies in the quiet of the night. The giant of division. The giant of doubt. Sometimes even our own dreams feel like massive walls standing in our way. But here's the thing. Joshua's courage wasn't about being fearless. It was about trusting God enough to take action, right in the middle of the mess. It's a trust that says, I don't see the whole path, but I trust the one who made it. And that's what I want for you, for me, for all of us. To be bold and courageous, not just in the big moments, but in the small, everyday choices. To step up spiritually, to pray when it feels awkward, to open your Bible when your phone is calling your name, to serve when it feels inconvenient, to love when it feels risky. Because being bold in spiritual things, it's not about shouting from rooftops or having all the answers. It's about showing up, saying yes to God, even when you're not sure where the path leads. So what's your Jericho? What's the thing that looks impossible in your life right now? Trust in God and let Him lead you just as He did with Joshua. Take courage. Better times are coming.